All right, Mom. You're reacting to Dax. He's a Canadian rapper.
Okay. You know
I think he's from Canada, right? Yeah.
You know I like Canadians.
But he did a remix of Oliver Anthony, Richmond, north of Richmond.
Okay, we're back at it. All right. So, Jesus.
Let's get it.
All right. I mean, that's a true statement.
United we stand.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is.
Oh yeah, there's this Canada flag right there, the maple leaf.
Mom was born in Canada.
Hey.
The Richmond, north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
This world has changed and I had to accept it. They ask my political views while I search for their hidden agendas. I don't got an answer, I try to remember the devil divides. Pressure appears from our peers. Those arguments waste our time while helping to push their lies, so fuck political views. I got common sense. I know God made man, and the sun sets on a life where we focus on things that we cannot control and accumulate so much regret. By the time we decide to live, we're practically already dead, so I go to sleep with the...
He's spitting, huh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I like that. Again, common sense. Jesus, like that is...
A lot of people lack that shit.
Sense. Yeah. That right there, again, the idea that in all of this, what unites us all is that we're humans. Focus on the humanity again, and not that comparative idea of like who has it better, who has it worse, who has this. No, we're humans, and because we're humans, we all deserve to have a life that's worth living, because if we spend all our time fucking arguing about everything, before we know it, we're already almost dead.
Yeah, and that's what he just said.
That's what he just said. You got to live life for where we're at right now in the present. This constant roundabout thing that we do just keeps us all locked in. Also, there's somebody that I care about a lot that's not American, and he says, really, honestly, America, like the fact that you guys fucking fight so much over all this politics and stuff, like nobody else does this, like not to this extreme. I don't know what it is about us here, but yeah, maybe it's the ideal that we're supposed to be united and yet we can't seem to figure out how to do it, that we're supposed to live up to as a country.
United we stand.
Divided we fall, yeah.
Thoughts of 45 years living in debt, 45 years can't pay rent, 45 years just for a pension. I'm too old to enjoy and go spend 45 years working and slaving for rich men with no time for my family and friends. Then I wake up and pray that it ends.
Living in the new world with an whole soul. The Richmond, north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Descendants of Adam and Eve, the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. They're taking God out the schools. Our kids don't know what to believe. From 6 to 18, the curriculum fails, and Gen Z gets taught by their phones with forced feeds that get sponsored and paid by companies. That's how they attack us. It starts with the youth. If you lie enough, you'll...
Oh, okay. We're going to finish where he's going with that, but I know where he's going with that.
Fuck.
Yeah, let's just talk about that for a second really quick.
Condensed thoughts.
Yeah, real condensed. You do know that these little devices, these phones, this software, these platforms that we all spend a million hours on, the developers of these, the people that own these
their children don't even be using
they won't let their
or,
kids use them. They keep their kids off this shit because they know how destructive it is. They know how much it's set to addict you, how much it's set to fuck with your head, how much it's set to make you not think your life is good enough. And it's absolutely being weaponized. And they're using it to sell you everything and anything to try to convince you that that will make your life better, knowing full well that that's never going to do anything to make your life better.
All right, there's your condensed thought.
There it is.
Convince anybody the lie's the truth. So telling these kids they can choose their own gender at ages they can't even tie their own shoes. Drive or drink is crazy. Common sense isn't common unless it pays.
I don't agree with that fucking shit. And we're not going to get into it here. I'm going to leave the gender thing out of this because I think it's way too complicated to put into a rap song and a cover.
All right. Next.
That's the thought process daily. Look at the content. We're creating lies, diluting our brains. I'm done trying to argue online with these people who think that a vote's going to bring about change. How many presidents does it take to have a life worth living? An actual comfortable wage?
That's it. Your president is never going to make a difference. He's a puppet on a stage, just like everybody else. He's handed a book from the president before and told to toe the line. So your president, not going to be the change maker.
That's been known.
Yeah, but some people don't know that. Everybody.
I guess that's the common
they
sense
don't.
that a
That's
lot
the
of people.
common sense. That's it, right?
No more school shootings. Let's unite these states.
It's a damn shame what the world's gotten to for people like me, and people like you. Wish I could just wake up and it not be true, but it is. Oh, it is.
I like how he's singing with it, though.
World with an whole soul. These rich men north of Richmond, Lord knows they all just wanna have total control.
Yeah, you know, one of the things I find super interesting is that, you know, that line in there, the New World. I've seen a bunch of people reference that as like the New World Order and all this kind of stuff. And we were called the New World the second that we started America. So
Yeah.
that was long before any kind of an idea of a New World Order or any of that kind of
Western
stuff
world.
comes in. We were the New World because we were the newest part of the world to try to be establishing a country, and we did that in some fucked up ways over here. And I think we're living with the consequences of that, if I'm going to be honest. But again, if you just get back to the baseline here, it's what are we doing with our life? What is the point? Because working a job was never supposed to be about being the richest billionaire on the planet and like ruling over all the people. But man has wanted to rule over all the people since the beginning of time. So we're never going to escape that, right? So at that point, we have to address what does it mean to create a life worth living for the majority of people. And that's that we should have a livable wage. You should be able to have a roof over your head. You should be able to feed your kids. We can go down the road of what that means as far as what you should be willing to give up to have that. But the simplicity of life has been lost. The simplicity of what you need versus what you want has been lost.
I think that's the key right there, is wants versus needs.
Yeah, there's so much we don't need that we're being sold and told that we do to have a happy life. And in reality, you don't. What you need is very basic. And if you can focus on what you need and you can hone in on what that is for you, for your family, for the people that are closest to you, where you live, you're going to have a much happier road.
All right. Overall, what do you think?
I mean, I like it. It's a really good mix. It's a good cover. I like some of what he said. I'm not on board with all of it, but that's okay. We don't have to see everything eye to eye to be respectful of other people's views. It's where we borderline and get into this place of disrespecting because we don't agree that is, again, problematic.
It's a fact.
Yeah,
All right.
there it is.
If y'all enjoyed the video, make sure to drop a like, subscribe, comment, and go check out the podcast. Me and Mom have a podcast. Don't do stupid shit. All platforms. So if you enjoy this, great. If you don't,
Yeah.
fuck off.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
Move
All
on.
right. Peace.
Peace.